What's up, everybody? This is Sparks Comics here, and I know probably going to get nobody in the chat because I just decided 5 minutes ago to do this, but this is my way of doing my FOC video this week. And so let's get to it. If people pop in, awesome. If not, then I am gonna have this for people to watch on the rewind. So let's get this here. So let's just talk about DC real quick. The one thing that I've noted, I'm not a DC expert, but Punchline Special number 1 is on the FOC for this week. There is a cover A which has art that's been released, and then there's a cover B and cover C that don't look like they've been released. Cover C is a blank. Another thing to note, there's a Peach Momoko cover for Rorschach number 2. And that's about all I've got for DC. Looks like Dark Knight's Death Metal is still happening. We got something for that in here. But that's it. So let's move off of DC and on to everyone else. Hey, Travis, whichever, I still haven't figured out which way it is. I hear people say Travis Comics and some people say T-Ravis, so let me know which one it is, because I'll make sure to get it right next time. So moving on from DC. In case you missed that, really I just saw Punchline number 1 on the FOC, and what else was there? There's a Peach Momoko for Rorschach number 2, and then there was something for Death Metal still going on. So looking at the previews for everybody else, there's not really a lot going on this week. Okay, so T then Ravis, so T Ravis, gotcha. That's what I thought, and then I heard someone on one of the shows recently said Travis Comics, and I was like, maybe I've been saying it wrong. So yeah, Image, honestly, nothing too crazy coming out in terms of new books or anything. Kick-Ass versus Hit Girl. I don't think if you've been into that story, that's worth getting. But I think the only things that I think are maybe speculation-wise worth getting, there's some reprints for Spawn. So you got 308 has a second print. 309 is getting a third printing. And then 310 is getting a second printing. So those 3 are probably things to keep an eye on, since everybody's been all on top of looking at second, third printings recently. Hey, Black Manta, welcome. So that's it for Image. Dark Horse, I looked at, I didn't see anything that's potentially, there's a, let's see, there's a new series here, Resident Alien, which is by Gerard Way. So he's the writer of Umbrella Academy, so maybe something worth looking at if he's been doing well with that. Otherwise, Dark Horse, I didn't have anything else in my thoughts for them. IDW, again, it's just not a big week for most of the publishers. Obviously, things that are on people's pull lists like TMNT, great, but there's some interesting Marvel Action chillers, but that's that Marvel Action universe, so I'm not really following that. And then we move on to Marvel, and this is where the bulk of my stuff usually is anyways. So we got Amazing Spider-Man 52. And so let's pull these up. So this is an awesome cover by Gleason. This is the cover A. Definitely think there's a lot to speculate on in this story. I'm not going to spoil what happened in the last one, but there was a reveal of Kindred's identity, although it was Green Goblin saying who he thought Kindred was, but he seemed very sure of it. So he could be completely wrong, and we're gonna get a spin here to that, but I don't know. It's probably right, and I have some thoughts on why that identity is who it is, but I'm gonna probably record those in something separate and put a spoiler warning on it. Hey Sith, welcome. Just decided to do this impromptu, so no heads up for anybody. Sorry about that. But yeah, so I think there's gonna be more that happens in this Spider-Man story that we're gonna see something more significant happen too. And so I've been thinking these are all great books to pick up. But this cover is really cool with Spider-Man's head on it. Todd Knock did this cover, so that's a really great one. And then the series of these covers, the Indigenous Peoples covers, I think those are really good to pick up. And I like this one a lot, so that's on my list. And then so we had 52, and then we have 52 LR coming out the same week. And so this has got Doctor Strange involved in it, and with everything we've got the news of Doctor Strange joining Spider-Man 3 potentially. So that's it's cool to see a current story with Doctor Strange and Spider-Man teaming up. Yeah, Sith. After staying up for It's Drunken Chat Son, and then staying up for you guys, and I'm in Central Time Zone. You guys on the West Coast are probably a little bit better off, but Central Eastern Time Zones probably took a hit this weekend. Yeah, it was a good show last night. Really really funny. And so this cover here for Spider-Man 52 LR, I'm assuming either the character's blurred out because they're not revealing who this is on the cover, or this is the character and they're just really fast and they're blurring a little bit. I don't know. I'd assume it's just they're not trying to show the final cover art here, though. And so Doctor Strange looks like he recruits somebody, and that's probably who this blur is here. And of course, we've got more of the Order of the Web with everything going on Spider-Man wise. I think that's a great team to have. We also got a Marco Cicchetto cover. I'm willing to bet both 52 and 52 LR probably have some sort of ratio variant going on. Yeah, I just slept in today, and got a late start to the day, and um, I'm pretty sure I can download from the original clip if you want, Sith, and maybe see, because I'm pretty sure I put that on screen when that happened. I have to find out. But yeah, slow start to Saturday, slow start to Sunday. I didn't have anything to do this weekend anyways, so it was a good time to have that happen. Yeah, we need more people in our time zone doing shows. They'll be done at a nice hour for us. Then again, there were some East Coasters that were on last night, so they're trooping along there. So Spider-Man, and then we get to Champions has an issue number 2. So this is all that outlawed storyline. Something's going on with Riri Williams, so I don't know. I like the storyline. I like these young characters, and with the fact that any of them could hop into the MCU at any point, really, I think any story with them is gonna be something to hold on to for a little bit right now. But I like these characters, so I'm definitely picking up anything with them in it. Yeah. If T. Ravis, you want to get something together at some point, maybe we can get something reasonable for our time zone. Welcome, Lady Sith Lordly. Yep, there. Yeah. Hey, hit me up, T. Ravis. You want to do something, and we'll get something together. Get some guests in, have our own crazy show. Sounds good. Sounds good. Gives me some time to recover from this weekend. But yeah, so Champions 2, I didn't look to see if there's any. This is the only cover that previews had, so 20. I don't know if there's a ratio variant or not. I can't spell variant. I don't think. I think they're actually not showing what I'm looking for. I don't think there is. So that's interesting. So this issue only has, it looks like, a cover A. So that's something. If something significant happens in that, then there's just a cover A. Hey, what's up, hairy old fat guy? Oh gosh, I don't think we can. I don't know if we can break the. Did you guys see how long It's Drunken Chat Sun went for? Granted, like there was an hour and a half of just dead air. They got off air, and it kept going until Mel woke up and turned off the stream. But I think it was like an 8-hour stream or something like that. But even so that was 6.5 hours of somebody on there talking. Just crazy. It was super crazy. Yeah, some about third of the way through all this. Again, I'm showing this one because the cover, this series of the Indigenous Peoples covers is pretty cool. I'm not reading Iron Man, but I thought that was a cool cover. And of course, like I said, I'm big on the younger Marvel characters, and this is tied into the Outlawed storyline. So we have Amulet making a second appearance. Yeah, it was crazy. I think I had my laptop up and I was listening to them, and I fell asleep when they were talking about Guardians of the Galaxy and the like symbiote kind of thing that was going on there. And I think right after that, Mel left, and when I started like watching what I missed, and then like they started dropping like flies until I think it was just Lucas and I think Nick were the last two that were just on there just chatting for who knows how long. I couldn't catch up and watch the rest of that. I really don't know what the stream limits are on StreamYard. Well, we were at like what, 3 hours last night? Is that what you had, Sith? Maybe there's a difference between the free stream and the if you pay for StreamYard. Not sure though. Yeah, so this one for Miss Marvel 16 is the second appearance of Amulet. So if anyone's wanting to hold on to Amulet books in case he shows up in a future Miss Marvel show or something, that's going to be his second appearance. I don't know what's going on in that. There we go. 3 hours 43 minutes. Nice. What's up, Azer S Tiger? Hey, you got here at the right time because I was just about to show some X-Men things. So I think I went back and clicked on these. Let me pull them up. Let's see, Excalibur. Yeah. So you got Excalibur 14. Okay, wait, what? 2 swords, 2 cups. That's not safe for work. Yeah, I don't know what's going on in the event right now, but everyone that's big into the X-Men Exosword stuff that's going on, this is obviously something to pick up. Oh, have a great day at work if you're still here, hairy old fat guy. Thanks for hopping on for a little bit, and thanks for subscribing. I appreciate it. But yeah, so Exoswords is going on to what part are we on here? Part 15 of 22. So the event is chugging along, and I don't know what's happening in that, but everyone's pretty hyped about it. So I'd say pick the cover you like here. Marauders also is moving along, and I actually, because I don't know what's going on in the rest of the books, I dropped Marauders. Yeah, I think TiVo might have written that 2 swords, 2 cups description. These descriptions for all of them are just very, very vague, very minimal, and so obviously they don't want to spoil anything that's going on in it. So I think that's part of it, but I don't know. This is a pretty cool cover here with 1 cup, only 1 cup on this one. You see Wolverine, and is that the Phoenix Force there? Which is interesting because Wolverine's not usually in Marauders, but I guess with the crossover, that might be part of that. Maybe Azer S Tiger knows what's going on there. Oh yeah, yep, there we go. James would know. He would. He definitely would. He knows all about this. That was great with the stream last night. So that's I think those are the only 2. I could be wrong. It might be one more book that's coming out for that. No, it's just there's a second printing of Marauders 13, which it looks like all of the second printings that they've done for the Exo Swords event have had this kind of vibe to them. But if you look at that, well, you can't really even 100% see what's going on. It looks like Wolverine's claws, though. So that was an interesting read, but again, since I didn't know what was going on in the event, it was kind of hard to follow along. And so I ended up dropping Marauders from my pull list, which I guess is good for me because it helps me focus on the indie books that I'm reading also. Yeah. So Phoenix Force and Wolverine. I thought they were coming back in Wolverine's title, but I think is that coming out on this FOC also? Yeah. So I got that one up in a few things here. I pulled this one out because of the cover and solely because of the cover. So we've got Miles Morales' face here, but all these other characters in there too. We got Brother Voodoo. We've got Shuri, we've got Moon Girl, Devil Dinosaur, we've got Wolverine as Patch, we've got Hulkling and Wiccan. Not sure who that is at the bottom. She-Hulk. We got, bunch of cool characters kind of not reflected, but displayed inside of his mask. The graphic design cover you're talking about for the second prints? Yeah, so T Ravis, I hit him up also. He's working on one for me. Um, I told him I want to buy it at the end of the month because I get paid at the end of the month. But he started working on it early, and I'm gonna do a reveal also. So his stuff is amazing. That that null that he did for did he do that for Debucha? That was sick. And so I'm thinking down the line, I want to get him to do like a null on the throne, like the third printing cover of Venom 3, just because that would be awesome. Yeah, and I'll definitely keep an eye out for that video when you get it, because I want to see all of his artwork with those clay statues. So yeah, so I don't know story wise. It says it's a super powered new printing, so I don't know if that means this already came out or what the deal was here. So moving on, Sith's gonna like this one because this is Darth Vader number 7, which is I believe that's the first full appearance of that Sith assassin, which made the cameo in number 6. Plus, this is an awesome Darth Vader cover with him without his mask on. So that's a really cool one. And this one, though, I think is the one to get, because this is very reminiscent of Boba Fett's first appearance from the original series with Bosk, and I don't remember what his name is on the cover. So I think that's yeah, probably not the only one today. Okay, that is a second printing. It's weird that they don't call it a second printing, but they call it a new printing. I don't understand why they did it that way. Um, but yeah, that's an awesome Miles cover. So I'm gonna put that in my list to get just because of the cover. Oh my god. Oh yeah, yeah. That clip is the best. Um, don't ever let that one leave the show unless you upgrade that clip. Gotta stay in the show. Uh, so moving from Star Wars. So this is unfortunate. We don't have any images yet. Probably sometime midday Monday, these images will be there. But there's a second printing for Strange Academy number 3. And then Strange Academy number 5 is on the final order cutoff. So obviously, I love Strange Academy, and this is a must for me, because this should be the first full appearance of. Well, actually, no, 4 should be the first full appearance of the villains. But if they somehow don't appear in number 4, um, because they tease them, they skip an issue, then they should show up in this one. Let me catch up on the chat here. Yeah, yeah. All I did was like go get some groceries and hang around the house. That's my Sunday. So Strange Academy number 5 then has a character spotlight variant by Adams. So he's been doing all of those character spotlight variants. We don't have the art or which character it is yet, but here it'll be. And then there's interesting. So this one is the Ramos remote learning variant. I think that's super cool because that's going to be something that can only happen during, COVID going on right now. In the future, we made a remote learning variant. People would be like, what's going on? Why would you do that? Yeah, that's coming out this. The Strange Academy. Sorry, I don't know why I read that as Something's Killing the Children, because that's coming out this week, and there's a ton of covers for it. But yeah, Strange Academy has a lot of covers now. Everybody's loving Strange Academy, so they're probably milking it a little bit. But I only go like all in on covers on a couple things, so they've got me. They got me going in. I assume there's going to be a 1 in 25 for this also, because they've been doing one for each of the issues. So again, that's probably going to be the one to get. The Ryan Otley one on number 3 was really good. I think I pre-ordered one for number 25 also, or not number 20. 1 in 25 for number 4. Man, see, I'm still recovering from last night. Word, as everyone, best quote here. Words are hard. So moving on from Strange Academy, there's some True Believers for Beta Ray Bill, for Black Panther, for King in what? True Believers King in Black. They all say True Believers King in Black. That's interesting. So Valkyrie, Black Panther, Beta Ray Bill all have King in Black True Believers. I don't know why that's significant, other than they must play some role in the story. Because actually Valkyrie comes back in King in Black, I believe. I believe there's a Valkyrie series. The original Valkyrie is coming back, I believe. Hey, Ruben. Welcome. So the other thing, I'm not getting this. I saw this here, though. Taskmaster's getting a short mini series. Supposedly he's getting framed for something he actually didn't do. And there's a series of like spies that are out trying to get him. Of course, I kind of ignore that series right now, and then it's going to be something that's super important, but I'll pick it up later if that's the case. Yeah, no, he's the master of pulling stuff from Marvel history and just throwing it out there. I mean, Hickman and him probably do the best job at that with recent stories. And I don't, this is all their first appearances, so we don't know what part of their story he's really going to pull from, but that's something to keep an eye on, I guess. So back to those design variants. Wolverine 6 is getting a second printing, so if you want that Solomon first appearance, there it is. And then Wolverine number 7 has this beautiful Phoenix variant, and so of course, since the Phoenix is coming back, we get a whole new set of Phoenix variants. And this one's really cool. Dodderman I've seen do some really good art recently. I think he did it was either the Thor or Captain Marvel cover that I talked about last week. Dodderman did. So that's some cool art. And then there's the oops, I guess I didn't click on it, but there's this this cover also, this cover A with the swords on it, and Wolverine looking a little dead inside of his beer here. It is interesting that it actually says parental advisory on this. Haven't seen that on many series recently. Oh, I missed this one. This is a Adam Kubert cover here. With, is that all the swords on there? Azer S Tiger. Do you know if that's actually depicting all of the swords? Although one of those swords doesn't look so swordy. Maybe that's not. Maybe that's just something with Wolverine's past. Yeah, I don't know. Well, yeah, it got there when TiVo showed up. Actually, surprisingly, he did it. He was just ready to break free of not having sponsors and be able to say his true piece there. Pineapple Man, that was an interesting story that's so popular there, and over here we have no idea who Pineapple Man is. So that was cool. Okay, so yeah, so not all the swords, but it's really cool seeing all these different like weapons and stuff going on here. And then there was one more reprinting here. X-Force 13 got a second printing. So again, that design style cover. So that was Marvel. There's an X-Men 4 facsimile, the first appearance of the Brotherhood of the Evil Mutants. Dynamite has this whole like crossover thing going on. Die exclamation point Namite. And there's some really cool covers in here. There's a Peach Momoko. This one I wanted to highlight though. This Spider-Man homage. The art actually looks kind of terrible, but it's like super freaky looking. And I don't know. It just looked like a weird cover that might get interesting. No idea what's going on in the story other than it's a crossover of some of their properties. Yeah, I know he mentioned, he's like, yeah, if I said any of this on my channel, my sponsors would be like, what are you doing? So once you guys start getting sponsors, I guess you gotta get sponsors from the whatever that ranch was out there in Nevada. You gotta get them to sponsor the show, and then everything should be good. Yeah, that face could use a little bit of work. Just, maybe less skeleton, and should be good there. But yeah, Peach has a regular cover and a virgin version. I think she had a lot of covers on the number 1 also that came out last week. And then of course my favorite non-Marvel pick is Boom Studios always. They got some trade paperbacks. They got Power Rangers number 1, and they got 4 covers for that. So if you're a Power Rangers fan, I think they're starting a new thing here. Although I think that actually says number 57 on the cover. So I don't know if they're just rebooting and that's like the legacy numbering or what's going on there. But my favorite's 7 Secrets, and We Only Find Them When They're Dead have new issues coming out. I love what they've been doing with the title here, and still having good artwork going on with the title kind of just being all over the place. And yeah, get the writer of Pineapple Man to sponsor. There we go. Or the actual Pineapple Man, never know. But with Seven Secrets, they've been doing ratio variants, so I bet this is no different. Yeah, there's a 1 in 25, um, and I bet there's probably a virgin like 1 in 10 of this cover. Seems to be what they've been doing is they'll take the cover B and that will become, what is this website? Well, they're saying that's the 1 in 10. And there's a 1 in 25 wraparound. What they had been doing is taking like the cover B and they make it a virgin version, and that would be like one of the ratios, and then they'd have like that character holding a one of the suitcases as a variant. Let's see, what are we on? Issue number 4. They aren't really. They might not have the artwork. Oh, and these are connecting. Interesting. I have this one. I might have one other of that one. So that's been cool. It's interesting they didn't do a. They did like a secret cover for the very first one, but they haven't done a secret cover since. Um, so I don't know. That's Seven Secrets. That's the art for cover A. This has been a good series, and I think it definitely has potential as like a future show or movie down the line. It's definitely been great story by Tom Taylor, and the art by Danielle DiNiculo has been great. So highly recommend it if you haven't picked that up already. Of course, this one, Al Ewing and Simone DeMeo have been absolutely killing it on this. And I'd suspect that let's see, I suspect that we have some variants for we only find them when they're dead. Let's see. At least a 1 in 10, I'd assume. So let's see, this is Boom's like official announcement about it. This is the cover B, and there's a variant by Jeff DeCall. DeCall. This is really cool, actually. Awesome. And then yeah, so that's interiors. Yeah, so cover A, cover B, and a 1 in 10. So if you're speculating on this series, obviously the variants are going to be important to get. But if you want the story, art on cover A is just amazing as is. And this was the cover B. And I think you picked this up, Azer S. Tiger. American Ronin. I picked it up the other day and read it, and I liked it. I think it's a series to watch for. AWA Upshot has been surprisingly like they're this small unknown series, and they've been putting out some good quality titles. I think they originally came from Marvel, like the people who created this, and this was a good one. And so there's a cover A here, but I really like this cover B. I think this is great artwork. It's by Raza. I don't know who that is, but great. That's a great cover. And I'm almost through this and gonna be done hopefully by 6 o'clock because I think East Meets West is starting at 6 Central Time. So I'll wrap it up before their show. And so the last thing I had on here is Seven Secrets. Number 1's getting a 4th printing, and number 3 is getting a 2nd printing, which this is cool with the can't actually, it's like Krakoom or Kraboom or something. That's pretty cool. And then this here, I think this is the reprinting of the week. Something's Killing the Children. Number 9 has a 2nd print, and this is awesome. I really like this cover. And so this is all of these books for the most part are for like 3 weeks out. So November 11th is when we'll see these books hitting shelves. So that was really all I had. Like, some of the publishers this week didn't have anything really going on, which was crazy. For those that weren't there at the very beginning, Image, just like the only thing I really noted was these Spawn reprints. Nothing else like was jumping out. There's a new Kick-Ass Hit Girl series, but that's not my thing. I don't know if anybody read this Getting It Together, but it's having its 2nd issue. Actually, I think, did Ryan Otley do the cover on this one? Yeah, I thought I saw him post this. It was a pretty cool cover, but nothing going on there. Dark Horse, not really anything going on other than potentially this. The writer says Gerard Way is one of the writers on it, though on the cover I don't see his name. So that's weird. But that was it for them. And then IDW really didn't see anything other than maybe this, but this is that alternate world with the Marvel Action IDW series. But it does have Doctor Strange and Riri Williams, I believe, is in this. Ironheart, yeah, and then Iron Man, maybe something about the Darkhold. So maybe like a cool like horror kind of story too, is what they're trying to say. But that was it for them. A little disappointed, obviously if you got ongoing TMNT pickups, like that's there. Maybe Star Trek if you're a Star Trek fan. Yeah, Spawn cover new. They aren't even new covers. They're just like they look exactly the same, I think, as the originals. But reprints, and yeah, American Ronin was a great read. I picked up that wraparound cover for that one. That was pretty cool. And yeah, and then I did talk about DC briefly. I saw Punchline number 1 is on the FOC that's due today for DC. And the other thing, there was like a Peach Momoko for Rorschach number 2. And there was one other thing. There's a death metal book that's also on the FOC. So that's it. That's we'll just end there. I don't want to summarize everything I went through with Marvel because there's a bunch, but my main picks there, Spider-Man and the young heroes that are there. Welcome, Bone Revival. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing that, but welcome. And yeah, so that's what I've got for this week's FOC. As a reminder, for those that don't know, FOC is the final order cutoff, and that's when the last day that the shops can put in their orders to Diamond to get their orders in for these specific books. And yeah, Sith, I'll see you over there. I'll join once I wrap this up. I did have some indie picks. I can re-go through those. I don't know when you hopped on, but I can go through those real quick. everyone else I'll see over in the chat on East Meets West. Or is that Stroker's channel, or I thought he had a separate channel too, or I guess maybe that's where it is. I don't know. It's on. I got the reminder set for it, so I'll find my way over there. I never remember where everyone's channels are. I just hit the reminder button. Yeah, I'll pop through that again. But yeah, the FOC is the last day you can put in those orders. DC's is today. All the other titles, their FOC is Monday. And so these are the books that if you don't have them on your pull list with your LCS, this is the time to go ahead and put them in. Just to hey, no worries. You can also catch the rewind once I end the broadcast. You'll be able to go back through and watch. But I did want to highlight just a couple things for you here. Boom Studios, 7 Secrets is on number 4. Those are going to be on the FOC. There's a 1 in, I think there's a 1 in 10 and 25 for this. We only find them when they're dead. Number 3 is going to be there, and that's going to have a 1 in 10 variant. And this one really going indie, American Ronin. I recommend picking up number 1 first before deciding if you want number 2. But this is a really cool cover for that. I like the story. I think it's worth it. If you're into reprints, hitting up 7 Secrets and Something's Killing the Children here. We've got 7 Secrets number 1's 4th printing and number 3's 2nd printing. And then this one, I think, is the kind of the reprint indie of the week is Something's Killing the Children, number 9's 2nd printing. It's a really cool cover. But otherwise, indie, I didn't really see much else going on. You know, we got the 2nd issue of this new series. We've got some Spawn reprints and a new series here, Resident Alien. Although I think Resident Alien might have already had a series before, so it might be like a 2nd series of it. True Lives, Fabulous Killjoys is on 2nd issue. And not much else. I don't know. It's a slower ordering this week. So no worries. And thanks for stopping by, T. Ravis. I'll probably catch you in the chat here in a couple minutes. But yeah, anybody else have any questions or anything else? If not, I'll wrap it up here. Give you guys a second because I know there's a lag with everything. But if there's anything that you missed, once I end the broadcast, you can go back and catch the replay on it. All right. Thanks everyone for stopping by. And as always, remember to collect what you love. I'll catch you guys next time.